Lessons from a 7-year-old. We're going to talk about it on today's podcast. Hi, my name is Michael Johnson. I'm a ballroom dance professional, a life coach, and a peak performance expert. I'm part of a group of motivated people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. We believe in the magic of ballroom dance. It has taught us how to improve our bodies, challenge our minds, and inspire our souls. And in return, I want to share those lessons with the world. We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson here with the Magic for Life podcast. I'm so glad you joined me today. And just want to talk to you, as the intro said, about some lessons from a 7-year-old. This weekend, I went on a bike ride with my kids, my 7-year-old, my 8-year-old, and my 2 teenagers. And they love to go on a bike ride over to the gas station and get treats and drinks and whatever, just to hang out and just chill. But the bike ride isn't that hard. It's not that big of a deal. But for a 7-year-old, it's a pretty big deal. So we got on our bikes and started riding. There wasn't much wind or anything like that. But as we started up this really long road, there was this headwind that kind of came up and started blowing at us pretty strong. And my 7-year-old next to me, she's like, "Dad, the wind's blowing so hard." I'm like, "Just keep pedaling." She's like, "Okay, I got it, I can do it." And it was interesting listening to her talk, because she just kept saying, I can do it. "Dad, the wind's blowing so hard." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right, you can do it." And such cool mentality from a 7-year-old. There was, in her world, that wind was huge, and that's a long ride for her. But as the wind kept blowing, she just kept telling herself she could do it. And along the way, she said, "Dad, my arms are itching." And I was like, "What are your arms itching for?" Well, there's little streamers that come out the side handlebars. And because the wind was blowing, it was blowing the streamers, those little, crepe paper streamers that come out the side, were blowing on her arms and making her arms itch. And she's like, "But Dad, my arms are itching so bad." And I was like, "Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to stop?" She goes, "No, I can do it. I just have to fight through it." I couldn't have been more inspired. I mean, honestly, from a 7-year-old, and we're just going to the gas station, but to her it was this big epic adventure. And she kept saying, "I can do it. I can do it. I just have to go a little bit further. We're almost there." And in looking at it in hindsight, she was like, "Dad, the older kids, they've all gone and rode off without us." I was like, "It's okay, just let them go off ahead of us. It's totally fine. We'll catch up." And I was like, "They can't get their treats till we get there anyway." And so she's like, "That's right. They have to wait for us anyway." And so she kind of put her nose down and just kept pedaling, and periodically would kind of let go of one handlebar, because that's still new to her, to kind of rub her arms, and she just kept pushing forward. But then she got in, or we got to the gas station. She got off and she's like, "I did it, I made it." And she was so excited, and she was telling the older kids, "I did it, the wind was pushing me so hard." And she was so excited that she had made the ride. But holy cow, as a 7-year-old, like, talk about being or needing to be childlike in our efforts. Sometimes we just have to forget about all the extra junk and just do what we know we've got to do, and just put our head down and keep riding, and know that we're going to get there. Don't worry about the people that got ahead of us. And sometimes we just got to know that we offer something really great. We're going to get there, and everybody else has to kind of wait for us to get there, and we're going to get there in our own time. We had our treats and whatever, and we started to head back, and of course the big kid zoomed off without us again. And we're driving back, and she goes, "Dad, there's no more wind. This is easy, see? And now the streamers aren't blowing on my arms." She goes, "But my thumb hurts. I don't know what happened. I cut my thumb on the bike." And I was like, "Well, are you going to make it? Do we need to stop and fix it?" And she goes, "No, I that's fine. I made it there. I can make it back. We'll get a Band-Aid when I get home." And I was like, "Okay, absolutely." And she's like, "Come on, let's get ahead." And so she's like, "Let's pedal really hard and we'll get ahead." And so we just started going a little bit faster, as fast as she could go. And we actually beat the bigger kids home, because they went on a little longer route. But she was so dang cute. And what a great example, what a great lesson. we got to be childlike, not childish. And that's huge. There's a huge distinction there. Be childlike in our efforts and just push hard, work hard, and keep moving forward. There's going to be things that challenge us. There's going to be ailments. There's going to be stuff that is hard to deal with, but sometimes you just got to keep moving forward and realize you're going to get there in due time. And the challenges aren't stuff that we can't overcome, and I supported her, and honestly, I felt like she was supporting me. Like, it was a short ride, but holy cow, I was so motivated to get there that the ride felt easy. Anyway, be childlike in your actions and in your dealings, and you'll find out that sometimes the simplest answers are the easiest to implement, and the simplest answers are really the direction we have to go. Sometimes we don't have to be too complicated in our efforts to be able to make it where we're going. And anyway, hope that helps today, and hope you had a good time on the podcast, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. We've got some cool interviews planned for you, so stay tuned and come back and see some of the cool interviews that we've got coming up on the podcast. So we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Want more magic for life? If so, then reserve your copy of my new book. Get your copy at everyminutebook.com. Inside this book, you'll find the secrets to attaining the next level of performance in anything you do. Learn the secrets behind emotional mastery that'll start you on your new journey of being a lifer. Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or an artist, this book will change your life forever. Get your copy reserved today.